let's go on over to the NFC and talk about, it seems like we always talking about Kyler Murray and that NFC West. You got that NFC West, the Cardinals sitting there. What do you think, man? Are they going to be contenders this year?
I don't think so. It's very hard to be a contender when you're the third best team in your own division. That's kind of where my head's at. Now, aside from the NFC or the AFC North, NFC North, where, Jesus, I'm getting them all mixed up.
NFC West?
No. Yes, them. And the AFC West, the NFC North with the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals, and then the Chargers, the Broncos, all those guys. But I just think there's so much talent in that division. I don't see it, but there's also not a lot of talent team-wise in the NFC. So I can see them being an NFC contender, but not a Super Bowl contender. I don't think they can beat Tampa Bay. I don't think they can beat the Niners. I don't think they can beat the Rams. So contender, I don't think so for Super Bowl. They're not going to make the Super Bowl. They're just not good enough, and Kyler's not good enough.
Yeah. Well, that third place team last year, San Francisco 49ers, made a little run there, almost got to the Super Bowl. So the third place team, the NFC West last year, almost did it. And three teams, very unusual for three teams to make the playoffs. And last year they did it. And will that happen again? Murray started out last year, weeks 1 through 7. He was the third most productive quarterback in the league behind Brady and Jalen Hurts. And Murray was third. Then he gets injured, out 3 weeks, comes back. The final 4 weeks, he dips down his production way down. Mm-hmm. And he again messed up at the end of the year. DeAndre Hopkins was out, of course, but still, Kyler did none of that production, averaging only 6.3 yards per attempt when Hopkins was out of the lineup. So did not come through down the stretch and was injured. What are you going to get from this guy? And Hopkins now suspended for the first 6 games of the year. So he is out. And I don't think Hollywood Brown is as big as everybody's talking about. No. So I have my doubts on this team, man. I don't think they make the playoffs.
Ooh, I do think they're going to make the playoffs. I just don't think there's enough good NFC teams. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't trust Hollywood Brown to be an elite wide receiver while Hopkins is out. I don't trust Kyler Murray to play well down the stretch in the last 5 to 7 games to secure a 1 seed. Like, these are the things you got to do if you want to make the Super Bowl. You can't be playing on the road the entire way through the playoffs. And so I just don't see them as contenders. Their defense isn't elite enough. Kyler Murray seems to struggle in big time games where he's getting a lot of pressure. They're not ready. They're not ready. Kyler's not ready. Got to give it, this thing's got to incubate a little longer before they're going to be considered true contenders.